All that payroll money in that little bitty wagon.
Money ain't proud. It don't care how it travels.
Who spends it either, huh, Ma?
Shut up. Now don't nobody shoot till I shoot first. Wait for my shot.
Okay, Ma.
Hey, that driver.
Ain't he wearing a badge?
Darn if it don't look that way.
A lawman. I bet you I get him before you do.
For how much?
You name it.
$20.
Where you gonna get the money?
Right out of that there payroll box.
Ambush! Take cover!
Darn fool couldn't wait.
You hurt bad?
Had to get him to a doctor.
Oh, you go ahead. I'll take the payroll through.
You can't get through with them controlling the pass.
Who says I can't? Those dirty bushwhackers!
I'm turning the payroll back. Cover me.
Anything back!
You owe me $20.
We're gonna get away, Ma.
I got eyes.
And all that money.
It'll be back. Ain't another way of getting through to the mine. We just wait.
Morning, Mr. Carter. How's your eye?
Fine. I mean, it ain't fine. Well, at any rate, I ain't here to discuss last night's brawl. I'm here to warn you that there's going to be a riot at the Emmetsville mine if we don't get that payroll through.
I'm aware of the situation, Mr. Carter. But I presume you're not blaming the Texas Rangers because the miners are so late in getting paid.
I ain't blaming anyone.
Last night at the saloon, you implied that it was our fault that the payroll hadn't gotten through.
I was upset. I said things I didn't mean.
Then you don't think Rangers Bennett and Hunter were yellow for turning back?
Maybe yellow wasn't exactly the right word to use.
Not in front of Riley and Cooper, it wasn't.
Well, they had no right to start that fight. Why, 8 of my men didn't show up for work this morning. Riley and Cooper are going to stay in jail until every last cent of them damages is paid, and that's my last word.
That's up to you, Mr. Carter. But if you expect me to deliver that payroll, I'll have to leave right away with Riley and Cooper.
But they can't be released until them damages is paid. Why, that saloon was a shambles.
I know. $400 worth. Now, let's see. They make $40 a month each. Have I kept them in jail 5 months? That you pay for everything.
5 months? Why, those miners will eat me alive. We haven't got a minute to spare, and you know it.
Any other suggestions, Mr. Carter?
Now, wait a minute. If you think I'm going to pay for them damages, you got another think of coming.
It's up to you. I'm just a man trying to do his job.
Oh, I get it. You're mad, too, 'cause I called them Rangers yellow. All right. I can hire all the guns I need. I'll prove to the governor things get done around here without the Texas Rangers. Now, what do you say to that?
That's your decision, Mr. Carter.
It certainly is. Good day.
Well?
Well, what? You know darn well I was out all morning trying to hire guns, don't you?
I know nobody's going to take a job they hear is too tough for the Rangers. Now, you make up your mind, Carter. Do you want me to call Hunter and Bennett back, or do you want me to take Riley and Cooper and go join them?
Parmalee, I'd purely hate to play poker with you. I got a feeling I'd lose.
So do I. What's your answer?
All right. All right, I'll pay for them damages. Satisfied?
Not quite. I have a feeling the men expect an apology.
What? Now, look here, Parmalee. All right. I apologize. The Texas Rangers are the bravest band of men that ever lived. I'll have the Lone Star State tattooed on my chest. Will that help?
It's a beginning.
Riley Cooper, on your feet. Let's get moving.
Sorry, Captain. We needed a drink awful bad. Chad, Joe.
That was awful nice of the captain to give you the day off.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially as I'm leaving tomorrow.
Well, that's our captain, Jenny. Generous to a fault. Besides, I explained to him how we've been planning this goodbye for months.
We sure have.
Oh, there's nothing sweeter than just saying goodbye.
I'll say.
Oh, that's nice. By the way, where are you going tomorrow?
You remember. I'm getting married in Crystal City tomorrow.
That's right. I always forget that.
Cooper?
Captain! What a coincidence. I was just telling Jenny here.
We're riding out right now. Here's your hat.
But you said...
But Captain Jenny...
Right now. We've got a long, hard ride ahead of us. Where's Riley?
Pool City, sir. He said he had a powerful taste for some Chinese cooking.
Pool City? There are 2 Chinese restaurants right here in town.
Well, I think he had a couple of special dishes in mind, sir.
Hey, Chad, uncork those bottles. We're gonna have ourselves the greatest party since...
Captain Parmalee?
Yeah.
Ladies, I want you to meet the finest ranger in the state of Texas, Captain Edward Parmalee.
Let's drink to that.
Very funny. Now move.
Well, I'm sure sorry we're in such a hurry, Captain. And Chin San is just crazy about officers. Isn't that right, Chin San?
Oh, yes. Chin-san, crazy for officers.
Riley, are you trying to influence a superior officer's decision?
No, sir. Further same for my mind, Captain.
Get the horses.
Sorry, ladies.
Chad, send a telegram to Reese. Tell him to stand by till we get there.
Yes, sir. Well, bye, Jenny. I'll see you tomorrow.
But I'm getting married tomorrow.
Oh. Well, day after tomorrow.
Until I arrive with Chad and Joe.
Makes good sense to me.
Good sense. Now they'll just sashay up and give us the raspberries. Like we needed their help or something.
Well, it appears we do. If only there were another way through to the mine.
And if my aunt or chap should be my uncle. Now there ain't no other way and we know it.
I do not know it. I have been told there is no other way.
And the reason you have been told that is because nobody's ever been able to find one. All you need is brains to check that map there.
Hey, Reese.
Huh.
Look.
Looks like a sick wagon to me.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, now, I've seen sick wagons before. Just be glad you ain't in it.
If we were really smart, we would use that sick wagon to get the payroll through. Now, who would suspect we were carrying money instead of sick people?
Well, now, the sun really got to you, didn't it? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard, using a sick wagon to carry a payroll in.
Good work, except for one little problem that I haven't figured out yet.
And what is that? How to talk the sick folks into riding shotgun?
When the captain gets here, tell him I'm out looking for
another sick wagon.
Another pass to the mine.
Eric, there ain't no other pass.
You don't mind if I look for myself, do you?
Well, make it a wide one, will you? Then we can put the money in a hospital and sneak the whole building through. Ha! Ha ha ha!
I'll help you if you ask me real nice.
I don't need no help from the likes of you, Bud Sweet. And don't you get no fancy ideas just 'cause Mom and the boys is watching the pass. Hey, pigs! Sue, 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 Sue!
I'm just trying to be nice, Billy Lou.
Oh, get away from me, Bud Sweet!
Oh, now look, there's no need to take on like that. We're like brother and sister, ain't we?
No, we ain't. Your ma ain't nothing but my stepma, and you ain't nothing to me. Now you get away from here and leave me get my chores done.
The firewood can wait, but I can't.
And that's supposed to make me faint right in your dirty arms, huh?
Well, now, you and your highfalutin ways, I bet you think you're too good for us, don't you?
You darn right. Ain't no stinking sweet ever gonna get his paws on me.
Oh, yeah? Ow! My funny bone!
Then why ain't you laughing?
Oh, my finger! Oh. Now, Billy Lou, I'm getting mad.
Well, now, that pains me something fierce. Get away from me!
What are you doing here?
I always come when the circus is in town.
You better get, mister. We don't like strangers around here.
Yes, I can see why. Now, don't worry. The bad man has gone away.
You beat him up just for me, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Well, honey man, I reckon you must be one of them knights in shining armor I heard so much about.
And let me help you up.
Hey, you ever been to San Francisco?
Many times.
I thought you sure have been around.
Can you walk?
Oh, my ankle. Oh, I reckon it's twisted. Oh, it pains me something fierce to stand on it. I had best let it soak in that spring pool yonder. Oh!
Well, in that case, comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Good. There you are.
Hey, y'all in a great big hurry?
No. No, I suppose not.
Why don't we sit down and rest? I ain't got over being scared yet.
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am.
I ain't no man. I'm a miss, and you can call me Billy Lou.
My pleasure, Billy Lou.
I must look a sight like an old hag or something.
Old? No. Hag? Impossible. But something, definitely. Something very fresh and very beautiful.
You talk kind of funny. You a Flatlands fella?
No, I was born in Europe.
Oh, your mama and papa made a real honeyman. Hey, what's a real honeyman like you doing way out here the tail end of nowhere?
Long ago, before I met you, I was out here on business.
What kind of business, honeyman?
I'm looking for another pass through Miller Canyon.
Ain't none. I know every possum trail in them hills. But if they was one, I'd show it to you.
I'm sure you would.
Oh, I bet you got gals in every town in Texas.
And Kansas, Missouri, and the Oklahoma Territory.
How you got you a gal up here in the mountains?
No, that's the one place I've missed.
Not anymore. Now you got yourself a mountain gal, too.
That's him. That's the nosy sidewinder I told you about. Well, he don't look that tough to me. He jumped me from behind when I wasn't looking.
You are a dirty liar, Bud Sweet. Why don't you tell your brothers how it really was? How you was up to no good with me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Bud.
This fella come along and tried to make him stop it, and he wouldn't.
So, you snuck up on her, huh?
After we all agreed not to cheat on each other.
That weren't the way it was at all. Honest, Ma.
Shut up, the three of you. What are you doing here, mister?
I apologize for this intrusion, ma'am. I assure you I meant no harm.
Don't he talk pretty, Ma?
You shut up, too. I asked what you was a-doing here.
Official business, ma'am. Allow me to introduce myself. Eric Hunter of the Texas Rangers.
Oh, a ranger?
I told you he was up to no good.
Now, what did you have to go and be a ranger for?
I'm beginning to wonder.
Of course. I thought I recognized them dude clothes. You was one of the men riding shotgun on the payroll yesterday. Well, how do you like that, boys? Yesterday he was a-shooting at us, and today he comes out to pay us a little visit. Ain't that neighborly, huh?
Ma, let me shoot him. My birthday is coming up next week.
Happy birthday, son.
Thanks, Ma.
You the one we ought to shoot, Bud Sweet.
Hush up. Just 'cause you got a sweet tooth for that city fella in his fancy clothes.
Quiet, the both of you. Raising a family ain't easy in these times, Ranger, believe me.
You have my sympathy, ma'am.
Much obliged. Anyway, I can't let you go telling your friends about seeing us here.
Well, ain't nothing personal in us killing you, honey man. I mean, we just got to have that payroll money to get us to San Francisco.
Shut up. Get out of the way. Go on, Bud. Get it over with.
You gonna be real sorry you hit me from behind, mister. Real sorry.
You'll be the sorry ones. Killing me will cost you $1,000.
How much?
Hold up, Bud.
Oh, Ma.
Shut up. You, Mr. Ranger, keep talking fast.
My captain is in town. Send someone to see him, and he'll pay money for me.
Ransom money, huh?
Mm-hmm.
1,000, you said?
Oh, Ma, he's lying. He's just trying to keep me from shooting him.
It's worth a trip to town, ma'am.
Won't do no harm to find out.
Hey, you want me to go find out, Ma?
Oh, no, you don't. You just take the money and head out for San Francisco.
Would not.
I'll go. Don't nobody know me.
Hey, Ma. If I can't shoot him, can I rough him up a little, huh?
You tried that once already. Shut up. Put him in the shack and take turns of guarding him. Abel, you first.
Yeah, Ma.
Hey, Ma, can I fix him some victuals?
Ma, I still say he's lying.
Yeah, you keep saying it.
Well, if he is, you still get to shoot him.
And if he ain't, and they's gonna pay money for him,
you gonna let him go?
Sure. We let him go about 5 steps.
Now you're talking, Ma.
He's what they call an eyewitness. And eyewitnesses can hang folks like us.
floor, Bennett?
I was just checking the crossroads on this map here.
Well, who knocked you down, Reese?
Nobody. I was just looking at the map.
Where's Hunter?
Where's Hunter? Where's Hunter? Out looking for another trail of that mine. I told him there wasn't any. But you know Eric. Got to find out everything for yourself.
Where's the sheriff?
The sheriff's in the hospital. The bushwhackers got him.
There's going to be a riot at that mine if those men don't get paid pretty quick. We leave in 2 hours, with or without Hunter.
Yes, sir.
No problem there, Captain, now that Joe and I are here.
Well, now, you wait just 1 minute. It was Eric that turned around. Didn't need you two butting in.
Captain, you can't send a boy to do a man's job.
Boy, well, let me tell you,
When the chips were down, he needed help, and that is a fact.
Well, now, you wait just 1 minute.
Of course, he could have put that payroll on that big mouth of his and rode right on through without anybody even knowing it.
All right, that does it. I'm going to tear you two apart.
Hold it, Reese. That's enough. Now do it on your own time. We've got work to do.
Well, no sign of him, Captain.
Those tracks beat her out in the hills. They could be up there anywhere.
Well, we can't wait any longer. We'll have to take the payroll through without Hunter.
Well, Captain, he could be in bad trouble.
That's right, we could. Payroll's waiting at the mine office. Let's go.
Excuse me. We heard the Rangers were in town.
Well, ma'am, you heard right. The Rangers are in town. You just step right over here and meet another one.
I'm Cherry from the Wagon Wheel.
Well, hi, Cherry.
We're having a big party tonight, and there's never enough men to go around, so we'd like you to join us. Oh, you're welcome to, Captain.
Oh?
Flora Bell, the Flying Garter, rates you mighty high.
Flora Bell. Now, how about that, huh?
That's very kind of her.
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, Cherry. We'll see you tonight.
I'm sorry.
My fault, child.
See ya.
Bye now.
Oh, what a sweet face.
Are you sure you're in the right place, ma'am?
Dear me, I hope so. I'm looking for the Texas Rangers.
Oh, we're the Rangers, ma'am.
Oh, thank heavens. Some rough-looking men stopped me on my way into town and told me to give this note to Captain Parma.
Oh, that's me. We got your Ranger. You can have him dead for nothing or alive for $1,000. Who are you, ma'am?
Mrs. Homer Jarvis from Listen Wells. Oh, we've got the nicest little spread.
Pardon me. Did you know it was in this note?
Sakes alive, I don't go around reading other folks' letters, young man.
Well, now, ma'am, those men, you got any idea who they were?
No. But they said they'd be waiting for me when I come back on my way home, if and there was an answer.
Oh, there's an answer, all right. Can you remember it, or should I write it down?
Oh, I'll remember it.
I figured you would. Now, you tell those rough-looking men, whoever they are, that we've got some unfinished business, but we'll be available at supper time.
Supper time.
And we'll want to talk business with those rough-looking men. In the meantime, tell them to take real good care of Ranger Hunter. I'd be very upset if anything happened to him.
Very upset.
And very angry. Can you remember all that?
Like it was engraved on my heart.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Sonny.
Captain, you don't believe that old girl, do you?
Of course not. She more than likely wrote the note herself.
Well, then, why did we let her go, Captain?
It won't save Hunter if we force her to tell us where he is. The minute we get close, they'll kill him.
Captain, we can't just sit here and do nothing.
Now, look, Cooper, I'm as concerned about Hunter as you are. But he's a big boy, and we've got a job to do. Now, let's go.
Let's go. Hey, Captain, that wagon.
That's a sick wagon, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What about it?
Well, Well, sir, I had me an idea. Now, we got to get the payroll through that pass. And we got to figure on another ambush. Now, just supposing that payroll was hidden inside of that sick wagon with us instead of the sick folks. Now, those folks that was set to bushwhack us might just let us go on by. Never fire a shot.
Reese, you've been out in the sun too long, pard.
Next thing you know, he'll be one of those sick folks to ride shotgun.
Now, wait a second, you two. It's a darn good idea. It just might work.
Well, now, that's just what I thought, Captain. Of course, there's one thing I haven't figured out yet.
Oh, what's that?
Well, now, don't you worry, Captain. I'll figure it out.
It's going to mean a slight delay, but it's worth it. Reese, you check out that sick wagon personally. See what needs to be done.
Yes, sir.
Need any help?
You mean them two?
Mm-hmm.
Of course not. I'll have that wagon fixed up in no time. You just leave it to me. It's like you always say, Captain. Brains are just as important as brawn.
Why, I declare, honey man, you starting to lose your pucker.
Perhaps it's the change in altitude.
Maybe you ought to have some more rutabaga pie.
No, thank you. It's delicious, but 4 helpings are quite sufficient.
I heard Flatlands fellas was kind of puny. Hey, they ain't that way in San Francisco, are they?
You want to go to San Francisco badly, don't you?
Who don't? Well, this ain't living, it's just being. San Francisco's got all them big buildings and pretty clothes and pretty jewels and pretty men.
I could help you get there.
Well, how could you do that, honey man? We're gonna kill you soon as we get the money.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Howdy, Ma.
Howdy, nothing. Ranger, seems you ain't worth a wooden nickel to nobody. Go on, Bud. Finish him off.
Just a moment. All right. The ransom idea was a stall. I admit it. But if you kill me, you'll never get a penny of that payroll money. And if you do, you might be dead.
Dead? Why, what good did all that money do us if we's dead?
My point exactly.
Speak plain, mister. You talk too fancy for me.
In words of 1 syllable, Mrs. Sweet, you still need me as a hostage.
Why?
Because the money isn't coming in the regular wagon.
I bet it's coming in one of them balloons that goes up in the air.
Not quite. The captain is sending the payroll in the sick wagon.
And what did he put all that nice money in with all them sick folks for?
'Cause there ain't gonna be no sick folk aboard.
Right. But there will be 4 armed rangers. It would have been 5, but I'm here. Well, you have to admit it's a brilliant plan. Unless you knew the plan, you'd let the wagon go through.
But we do know it. How come you're so obliging to us?
First law of nature, dear Mrs. Sweet. Self-preservation. I'm betting that if my friends see me with you, they'll let you have that payroll without a fight.
I say he's lying. Let's kill him, Ma.
Shut up. Me and the boys gotta think this over.
Them was all lies, wasn't they, honey man?
Were they?
Kinda hard to tell with you. Course it don't matter, 'cause they gonna kill you either way. But I'm glad you fooled them for a while, 'cause now we got a little more time together.
I say kill him. You owe him to me, Ma.
Shut up. You never could think further than your big fat nose.
He's right about one thing. Sending that money in a sick wagon would sure fool a lot of folks.
I don't care whether he's telling the truth or not. Said we needed him for a hostage, and we do. Maybe when them rangers see him, they won't be so willing to shoot.
Yeah, that'll give us enough time to get in the first licks.
Ma.
Yeah.
Hey, if he's telling the truth, what do we do, Ma?
Same thing. We get the money. And then we kill him.
Hey, Cap! How's it look, Cap? Oh, there. You think I'll pass for a hospital orderly?
Oh, you do look pretty.
Don't ever wear anything but white. Any trouble barring the wagon, Reese?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir, not at all. As long as we get it back for tomorrow's round.
What you got inside there, Reese? A couple of plague victims?
Now, you listen. I scrubbed this wagon clean.
One of us is driving. I'm not risking a civilian.
Well, I'll do the driving, Cap. I mean, I'm all dressed for it.
All right, Reese. Catching a chill, Reese?
Oh, no, sir. I feel just fine, sir. Just fine.
All right, let's load up.
Two.
It's a shame about this town being so short on men.
Yeah, and so high on the Rangers. It's just too bad that there's 5 of us.
It's only 4 if we don't count the captain.
That's right, and there's only 3. Maybe we won't find Eric either.
How many bags were there?
Bags, Captain? Every one of those women was a good-looking one.
Payroll, Romeo.
Well, count the ones you brought in, sir. There's 6 bags and 2 chests.
Well, let's go, unless you boys want to spend a night at the mine.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Reese, what are the blankets for?
Oh, the blankets? Well, figured we could lay on them on the way out, Captain.
Bless you. Looks like you thought of everything.
Yeah, I sure did, Captain. Oh, excuse me.
What's the matter with you, Reese?
Oh, nothing at all.
Hold still a minute, Reese.
Oh, now, come on, Captain. We're late the way it is.
What is he, Captain?
I don't know. His eyes are shiny. He may have a fever.
Oh, I just been out in the sun too long, that's all. Now, come on, Captain.
Sounds pretty bad to me.
What are you talking about?
I think maybe I better find out if there's a doc in town, huh?
Well, now, what do I need a doctor for? What do I need a doctor for? We got that payroll to get through.
Chad, see if you can locate a doctor.
Right away.
What is it, Doc?
The plague? Plague? Ha! It's measles.
Measles?
Well, that figures, Reese. Measles is a kid's disease.
Oh, you.
Isn't that so, Doc?
Anybody can catch measles.
But why me, Doc? Why me?
Well, you're the one inspected that sick wagon. That wagon's been carrying folks with measles for months.
Well, we were around that wagon too, Doc. How come we haven't got the measles?
Well, maybe you had measles when you were kids. Maybe you got a natural immunity. It's hard to say. But I've been reading about this fella in Europe. Pasteur, his name is. The fella that discovered the rabies vaccine. Seems there's a whole new world that we know nothing about. A world that you can't see except under a very strong magnifying glass. And somewhere in that world is the reason that some folks get measles and some folks don't.
Well, it ain't fair. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Well, anyway, this poor man stays in quarantine.
For how long?
Till you don't have measles anymore.
Let's go, man.
Well, don't you worry too much about it, Reese. We'll get that payroll through without you.
I sure hope you're okay for that party, Reese. Be a real shame if you had to miss it.
Oh, no! Oh, you guys, if I ever...
Hey, apple pie. My favorite.
This ain't for you, Bud Sweet. Now you open that door and get out of my way.
How come I don't get any?
'Cause you worthless no count. Now get out of my way.
You ain't getting by there unless I get some of this pie. Ow! Ow!
by this time.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, it's getting hot outside.
It's hot inside.
That's you and me, honey man. We make our own heat. Hey, what's wrong, honey man? You don't like me no more?
I'm enchanted by you. I think you're the one who doesn't like me.
Why, honey man? You know how long it took me just getting all them apples?
That's not what I mean. Do you really want to help me?
Oh, you know I do, honey man. Pains me to think how they're gonna kill you.
Well, you can prove it to me by doing me one small favor. Get me a gun.
Oh, I'd love to, honey man. But Ma's gonna give me a whole share of the payroll. And if I get you a gun, she won't give me nothing but a beating.
What a shame. We could have had such a lovely time in San Francisco.
You was gonna take me to San Francisco?
Well, of course. You know my uncle, the banker? I told you about him. Oh, he'd fall madly in love with you. He'd really stand out there, Billy Lou. We'd get you clothes that would make every man there turn around to look at you. They have hills that go halfway up to the sky, and shops, and carriages, and ballrooms. And they have a railroad station that's big enough to graze a whole herd of cattle. There wouldn't be a woman in all of San Francisco who could even touch you, Billy Lou. A different dress every day, furs, diamonds for your ears. Oh, the dream of a lifetime come true. But I can't take you if I can't get away. And I can't get away without a gun.
You know, honey man, you could talk the legs off in a grasshopper.
You'll do it?
No, honey man. Can't count your pies till it's baked. There's only one of you, and there's four of them, and they's gonna give me a whole share of the payroll money. I can go to San Francisco all by myself, but I sure won't forget you, honey man. I expect I like you better than any man I've ever seen.
Come on, we're moving out. Gotta be ready when that sick wagon comes along. Bud, West, tie him up.
Oh, I'm powerful sorry, honey man.
It's a great comfort to me.
You done?
Yeah, Ma.
Well, then let's go.
Hey, Ma, I ain't got on my money-grabbing clothes.
Well, then hurry up and change, child, before you bring us bad luck. Come on, you. Get a move on, Billy Lou.
You have to hit every hole in the trail?
Nope. Just works out that way. Well, we'll know pretty quick.
Keep the wagon moving, but don't speed up.
Right, Captain.
Hey, that's a payroll.
There's the sick wagon. I don't see no sign of saying it's carrying money.
Well, it's kind of exciting, not knowing for sure.
Yeah, very exciting.
Pull up. Maybe they just want to know we passed the payroll wagon.
Stand back, sick wagon.
Roll up them canvas sides, mister, and you can be on your way again in no time.
Can't do that. Doctor says the air is bad for the plague.
Well, this doctor says roll them up. Be quick about it.
But the plague!
Shut up. Abel, drag that dude ranger up front here so they can get a better look at him. Roll them up!
And they got Eric.
That old witch is smarter than I thought.
I'll pass out your rifle.
Men inside, throw out your guns and come out. Or your friend here gets it.
The trick, Captain. They're not gonna let him go no matter what we do.
Maybe not, but we have no choice.
Sure we do. I can snap off 3 shots before they even know what hit him.
No. As long as Hunter's alive, we have a chance. We'll play it my way, Cooper.
Last chance in there.
Throw your rifle out. That's an order.
Yes.
That all of you?
That's all.
Bud, West, check it.
The wagon's empty, Ma.
Except for the payroll.
Get it out! Give me your gun, Bud. I can tell you're itching to join the fun. Gather up the money.
Good work, Eric. They fell for the trap.
Trap? What trap?
The money is infected, Mrs. Sweet. Every single bill is infected with plague germs.
You fellas ever see anybody die of the plague?
You're lying.
How long did the doc say it would take the germs to kill him once they touched that money?
Well, what about an hour?
45 minutes to an hour.
An hour maximum.
And how soon must they have the vaccine if they want to live?
Within 20 minutes.
20 minutes, men.
Maximum.
You boys believe that pack of lies, you're bigger fools than even I thought you was. We got the money. We'll burn the wagon and kill the 4 of them and ride on.
You listen to her and you're dead men.
Why do you think she sounds so brave? She didn't touch the money.
Hey, that's right. Yeah, she didn't. That's right. She told us to do it, and we did.
Sure. She can ride on, but what about you fellas? You did touch the money. Less than an hour from now, all 3 of you are going to be dead of the plague.
You fools! Can't you see they're trying to turn you against me? They ain't no plague. You heard him admit he was trying to bluff us? You listen to your ma. Now pick up that money.
Now!
Ugh!
Take him back to town. I'll ride the payroll to the mine myself.
Well, what are we going to do for transportation?
There's an old wagon in the back of the shack. We can use that.
Here, hand that to me.
Well, good day, Mrs. Sweet. It's been a real pleasure meeting you and your family. I'll give your best to Mr. Jarvis and Listen Wells.
Oh, that pretty money. Goodbye, money. Goodbye, San Francisco.
Sorry, Billy Lou, but it doesn't always work out the way you would like it to.
Hey, Chad. Eric's sneezing.
Well, now, isn't that a shame? And with that big party coming up tonight, too.
Hey, Doc, you sure we can't go to that party tonight?
Sorry, maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What good's tomorrow?
Well, how's everybody? Just thought I'd drop by to see how all my old buddies are, Doc. Oh, by the way, I brought by a few friends just to say howdy. Girls, come on in. Now say hello to the fellas, girls.
Oh, too bad you're not up, boys. Oh, Reese here is about the livest man in town.
He sure is, I'll tell you that.
The trouble is we have to divide him amongst us all.
Yeah.
Right, girls?
Right.
Well, it's like I always say, fellas. You either got it or you ain't. Well, have fun. See you around, fellas. Come on, girls, let's go.